The environmental factors that impact Kiptopeke Park, I think, would be climate change, how it affects the weather here. And we were here during spring break when it's supposed to be 60 or 70 degrees, and it was 30 degrees and with extreme winds, and it kind of the sand at the beach was very high, kind of blocked off a lot of it blocked off a wheelchair ramp that we had to clear away, and it blocked off certain pedestrian paths that were necessary for going on the beach, so it kind of negatively impacts Kiptopeke Park.
Preserving the parks is really important. That is work that goes on beyond our lifetime. The work that we're doing really does have a much more long-term impact than really a lot of kind of social and community service work that you can do.
And how much work that the park rangers and everyone who works here have to put into this. I think their job is incredible. Normally we don't think that way, and it's not like a huge park, but it does take a lot of work within our 5 days working here. That I know that the people do a lot of things, the stairs, the beach, the sand, the trees. There's a lot of unseen work behind the scene. So I think it is like their job, their work is very important.
It's important for people to reach out into other communities that they can't relate to, because it's important to talk to other people, and help them out and understand their way of living. And even if it doesn't involve volunteering, it's just important to understand other people's perspectives, because that's the basis for just understanding other people as human beings,
The most meaningful experience, I think, along this trip was the first day that we were to do work, and it was really cool. Just he's telling us just to clear out for the yurts. He showed us a really cool yurt, and then we just went to work, and we ended up seeing the result. We ended up making 3 or 4 piles of just trees, and we cleared out trails and paths for the new yurts to be built. So I thought that was the most rewarding experience, just to see your product.
I think this trip was really cool in the way that I got to interact with people at school that I wouldn't normally have. Being in different ages and different majors, everyone has their own path, so being able to meet people that I wouldn't normally but have like interests. Also being able to give back and kind of practice what I preach, being an outdoor pursuits minor, actually getting to do stuff outside is really nice.
So I think as the week kind of went on, students on this trip were really surprised at all the different things that such a small staff has to manage, and everything that they're really responsible for doing as they get ready to open for their busiest season. So, I think that, that parks are very much impacted by volunteer work, because they're able to it's a burst of energy that they can use to get so much done before a really busy time of their year begins.
I would have to say that planning to come on this trip, I was so afraid of what might happen, the people that I would be staying with, what we would be doing. I wasn't sure if I would like it, because this trip was really me trying to step out of my comfort zone. And I just absolutely loved everything about it. I love the people that I stayed with. I love the work that we did. I love the park rangers that we met. Everything was just so amazing. And just to get out and not go home, and just even though sleep would have been good, I feel like I'm doing something more, and I really enjoy that. I feel really good about that.
And so what I would say to any IC student is, if you have an opportunity to volunteer, whether it's at a state park or at a food pantry or within your community or away from your community, for a day, for a week, get out and do it. 100%. Just go volunteer somewhere, even if it's just for a little bit, because it will significantly change how you see things, and it will